Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Beg Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I'm doing okay, I guess. I'm trying. I'm getting there. I'm struggling with a bit of depression. Um, it comes on me this time of year, every year. Um, I fight with it every year. I don't know why, but I struggle with it every year. And so this year is no exception. Here comes the holidays, and here comes depression. I absolutely have nothing to be depressed about. Not, not in the grand scheme of life. I don't. I don't feel like I do anyway. But it creeps up on you anyway. I think that's a lot of people have that misconception that that there has to be something terribly wrong for you to for you to become depressed. That's not exactly true. Sometimes you just become depressed for no apparent reason. Like right now, like what I'm struggling with right now. I don't there's nothing in my life right now that would make me overly depressed, or like I'm carrying around a wet blanket. There's nothing in my life like that. My life is fairly good. Our budget is better this month than it was last month. The bills are all paid, with the exception of the rent check that hadn't been picked up yet. There's really nothing to be upset about at the moment. But for some reason, November 1st triggered depression. And and it's been like that for me for most of my adult life. And I've been through counseling and things like that, and I can only say that it's just one of those brain chemistry things that that I can't, that's why I take medication, and I just find ways to cope with it. Love on some yarn, talk to y'all, start more projects than I needed to. I'll probably start a few more, but that's a crocheter's prerogative, is it not? To start more whips than you can possibly finish, probably. But I have started 2 new sweaters in the last day and a half. And we did actually have, I did buy some candy for the trick-or-treaters. I bought some Reese's cups for the trick-or-treaters, and we had a few come to the door. I didn't see them. John saw them. I had put the candy in a bowl and put it on a table in the dining room, and then they came to the door. I didn't hear them. John heard them, and he came and brought Theo in here and put him in my room because he was trying to dart out the front door. And but Johnny said there was 3 or 4 of them, and he just threw candy in their bags, and he said they had a lot of candy, and I was like, well, good, I'm glad they had a lot of candy. And so but John got to experience the giving out of candy, and I think that was good for him, because he's an adult now, and it's fun to give out candy to children. It just is, and I'm glad he got to experience that. And then today I took him and we went to Cece's Pizza, where they have this buffet. And so we went and did that. I started feeling kind of funky afterwards. And so I don't know why I felt funky afterwards, but I did. And but then I came home and laid down for a while and napped a little bit, and then got up and made me some coffee, and I'm feeling better. So there you have it. But I didn't feel good yesterday either. I just felt really down and just bleh. So there, I don't know why. I just, and I applaud other people that can push through and do videos, but yesterday I wasn't pushing through and doing anything. And I do apologize that there will not be a Crochet in the Wild episode today. I'll have to wait and see what the weather does tomorrow. It's been raining here the last couple of days and extremely overcast. Today, there's puddles of water everywhere, so that kind of negates the whole being outdoors and showcasing a park. So because there's puddles everywhere, and so hopefully it'll dry up in the next day or two, and I can get out and do an episode. So I may try to do that. I'll wait and see what it looks like tomorrow. I may try to do that tomorrow and do an episode tomorrow, or record it tomorrow and release it Sunday or something like that. So I will do it, and then in the next few days. I just I'm trying to see what the weather's going to do, because I don't want to get stuck out there and get wet and get my stuff wet. You know what I mean? I don't even own an umbrella. Because I don't go out when it gets rainy, because it just I don't know, it was sprinkling yesterday. Yeah, it was sprinkling and on and off, because I got out to get some stuff from the store, because we didn't even have candy for the trick-or-treaters. So I got out to get some candy. Man, that stuff's expensive. Like $4 a bag. I got a couple of small bags, because I didn't think we'd get very many, and we didn't, because our house, it doesn't look like anyone. It doesn't look very inviting. Our front door doesn't. There's big old vines growing on the front of the house. My landlord that used to live here worked nights, and so in order to have the block out sunlight, he planted these vines and these shrubs. So they're shrubs on the front of the house, and then there's these vines that have just taken over the front of the house. And those of you that live in the UK, in England, and places like that have those the greenery that grows up the sides of houses and stuff in the villages and stuff like that. I've seen it on TV. So anyway, you know where it just takes up half the house, half the outside of the house. That's what it looks like. I'll have to take a video or a picture sometime and show y'all, but it takes up the whole front of the house. But the upside is it's very good insulation. The whole front of the house stays cooler than it would if that greenery was not there. So we don't have it doesn't get as hot inside as it would if that greenery wasn't there. I'll put it that way. So I'm not in any hurry to get rid of that. It did die off last year when it got really cold. It did kill it, and he had to come and pull it out and bag it up, but it grew right back. So with a vengeance. I'm not mad about that at all. But I'll show y'all the two sweaters I started in the last 24 hours. Now this one is coming out really good. Let me grab it. This is with Bloom Chunky, Premier Bloom Chunky in the colorway Bluebell. So now I did take the suggestion of putting the seam in one of the corners. So far that's working. And I did watch a tutorial by MJ's Off the Hook, I think that's what her channel name is. But I watched the whole tutorial, and I did learn some things. I did still do my own thing. I didn't do the collar like she does with the chains and the working in the back loop deal that she does. I didn't do that. I didn't want to do that. I did still do, I chained, with this one I chained 60 and divided it into 4 15s, and because this is bulky 5, and so it still fits over my head. See, it still fits over my head. So let's see how nicely that looks. That looks way better. And so yeah, this is going to work out just fine. I'm doing much better. I am using a 9mm clover hook with this, bright orange. Can't go wrong with this. I did try one of my other hooks, my Susan Bates hook that I got. Yeah, that's, and for some reason this shaft is just too long. It's just too long. So I don't even remember what size this one is. This is an 8mm. I've not used this one, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to use those. But this works just fine. So even though, because it's a thicker yarn that I'm used to, it was really kind of, after I got this far, my hands said, take a break. So we did. Now this is going to work up relatively quickly. So, but I have plenty of this yarn. So it's, and I looked today at Hobby Lobby, and I couldn't find a yarn that I was happy with the thickness. I might have to take this in there with me and compare it, because I couldn't find anything that I was happy with as far as for trim work, you know, and the cuffs and that sort of thing. I like to have a complementing color to do the trim work on my sweaters and stuff, and I didn't see one that I was really happy with the thickness of, because this is pretty thick. This is a 5-weight yarn, and it's every bit of 5 weight. So but it's really soft. It's really squishy. But yeah, so that's over here. And then I started wanting 4-weight yarn. Surprise, surprise. And this is in some of the yarn I got from Cheryl. This is Premier Anti-Pilling. Anti-Pilling Everyday Medley in the color Blue Note. And I have 9 skeins of this. So, and this is 219 yards per skein. And I did use black for the collar, and that's just I love this yarn in black. I just use that. But again, I'm going with doing the joining the rounds with in the little corner here in the back. Now for some reason my stitch count got off on this one, but that's okay. I'm making the best out of it. Don't pay attention to where these stitch markers are, because I've worked rounds since I put the stitch markers there. But I did put matching ones here so that I would know that this is my front, because I'm allowing more space between the corners in the front, because I'm wider in the front from the girls, you know. I needed more space in the front than I need the back. So I got this tip from Kelly over at Craftin' a Cuppa, because when she was doing her latest sweater, that's what she did, and her sweater came out back perfect. So, and I know that while I'm not flat chested, so of course I have to have some room in the front for that. So that's what I did here. Since my stitch count ended up being off on this one, I don't know how. But I just decided that I would just make the best out of it and do that. So this works out just fine, and it's working out just fine. So, but after watching MJ's Off the Hooks tutorial, I have a better grasp on how to do the underarm thing when it comes time to attach for the sleeves. I'll do that better, and that's what threw off this other sweater completely. Once I did those too big, the whole thing was wrong. And of course the join, by doing the join here, where where I've got the corner on one of the corners, it's not going to really be that noticeable at all. And really, honestly, you can't really tell. It looks just like the others, so it's looking just fine. I'm really psyched about this one. I think this one will come out just nice. I'm kind of trying to decide if I should just do it all in this, or if I should, like, after this skein, if I should do a row of black to break it up, or if I should just leave it all this color. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Should I do a couple of rows of black between skeins to kind of break it up, or should I just leave it all this one color? I'm cool either way, because I have skeins of this black that I could put a couple of rows of the black in between the skeins of the blue and break it up a little bit. So I don't know, because normally I don't do things in solid colors like this. I don't usually do solid color things, but this is kind of a heathered look. This yarn is kind of heathered, so I don't really consider it boring. But that's why I'm thinking maybe I should break it up with, after this skein, maybe I should break it up with a few rows of black, because I don't think I have any solid blue in this particular shade of blue. But yeah, definitely thinking that breaking it up with a couple of rows of black would probably be okay though. I think it's a good complementing color, because with it being heathered, it kind of, I don't know, it works. It works. I think that works together just fine. So, and it's just the beginning anyway. But y'all tell me what you think. But of course, you know, I'm sweater happy at the moment. So I got 2 started yet in the last day or so. And I also looked at my little scrap drawer. I have this little drawer thing over here that I have some scrap balls in. And I come across this one. This is burnt pumpkin, and I love this yarn, burnt pumpkin. And I really like this. And I have that heat wave yarn, Karen cinnamon swirl cake heat wave. And I keep looking at it and then looking at this. I know I have some more of this. Somewhere in the totes I have more of this. So I don't know if I don't know. I need to not start another sweater, because I need to get back on Miss Irene's sweater. I'm going to do that probably tonight. I'm going to get back on that and work some more on that, and try to get that done in the next week. And because I don't like very much on that. It's just my brain doing weird things to me lately. And so I'm just trying to make some progress where I can. And I really was hoping to get some sweater orders, and I have not gotten any sweater orders, which is maybe probably contributing to my depression. Because last year this time I had sweater orders, and I had even a wait list, and I was very proud of myself last year that I had a wait list for my sweaters. And this year I do not. I don't even have one order, and I think that's probably contributing to why I'm sad. So, and I know it's not, I don't want to think that it's me. I've also lost some subscribers and channel members, and that's kind of upset me. But I want to blame it on the economy and not myself, but it could be something I did. I don't know. I don't know, but it's probably the economy. You know, everybody's having to, you know, crank down on their budgets and whatnot, and can't really just afford to, you know, pay someone to make them something, you know. But it just you know, it does my mental health good when I have those sweater orders. Not only my pocketbook, but my mental health is good when I'm, because I don't feel as productive or as, I don't know how to explain it, but when I have something, you know, on the books, you know, that I'm making someone, I feel like purposeful, you know, and without having something on the books that I'm, you know, making someone, it just, I mean, I'd have this on this prize that I'm making Miss Irene, of course, but, and I have presents that I'm making people that I had planned to make, you know. It just, it's not the same. It's not the same. You know, sometimes you just don't, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Hopefully I'm making it not as unclear as that sounds. But for some reason, I'm having trouble with the fact that I don't have any orders. More, not necessarily because of the money issue, but because it's like, what am I doing wrong? What could I be doing better, you know? And I know I run my channel the way I run it, but I'm doing something wrong, or I wouldn't be losing subscribers. I don't know. I know I've not done I've had a couple of days this week that I didn't do videos, and those were mental health issues with me, that just some struggles, mental health struggles, that you know, I didn't feel like I could come on and you know, do the positive upbeat videos that I normally put out. And of course, it's been raining the last couple of days, so no crochet in the wild video today. I'll try to do one in the next couple of days. Maybe it'll dry up, or maybe I can find a spot that that doesn't have, standing water, to do it. But the weather's just not been permitting to do the crochet in the wild. So it's just not, that doing those outdoor videos is a weather permitting kind of situation. So, and our weather has not been permitting. It's been raining, it's been overcast, and I don't want to get out there and get all set up and then the bottom fall out and all my stuff gets wet. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in that situation, because that's going to upset me, because I don't want my phone to get malfunctioned and have to bring it home and put it in a bag of rice before I can even use it. It's kind of hard to function these days without your phone. So that's the kind of situation I'm in. But I will get back to those videos. I will put one out. I just have to watch the weather and see, for sure when it's not going to rain, when there's 0 chance of rain. When I can find a spot that's not got a bunch of puddles everywhere. But I hope y'all have a good weekend. Hopefully I can get everything worked out here, and lift my spirits somehow, hopefully. I don't like being sad, and especially sad without an explanation. I don't really have a reason to be terribly sad, not other than the whole no sweater orders. But I don't have a whole lots of reasons to, other than that, my life's pretty good. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Part of part of dealing with mental illness is sometimes you have unexpected things happen, and unexpected feelings that come your way. And every year this time, I struggle with this same thing, and I always have to find ways to cope and bring myself out of it. And in these past 3 years, a little over 3 years, y'all have always been able to pull me back out of it, and I really appreciate that. And I'm sure that this will be no exception. That through all the comments and love that y'all always throw my way, that I will find my way out of it this time too. But I'm going to let y'all go for now. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'm going to put some music on and work. And try not to think of anything sad, right? But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting on you at the shelter or the rescue. See you next time. Bye.